Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth for a quick second. Um, for those who don't know, I may be in Dallas this weekend. I'm not sure. I told y'all my nieces, it feels like they done gave me the cooties. My throat just hurt a little bit. That's really pretty much it. Um, so I don't know if my throat is still hurting, girl, I'm not going nowhere. Um, but I may be in Dallas this weekend. What's today? Today's Wednesday. I'll probably know about tomorrow or Friday. I'm not sure. But I may be in Dallas nonetheless. Girl, listen. B. Simone and what's her face? The yellow bone, that's what he want, girl. They say B. Simone did a diss record on DaniLeigh. I heard a clip of the diss record. I mean, it didn't sound too bad to me, but if you know somebody is mentioning you in the song, she called her, I think, BM number three, basically baby mama number three. Um, that's the only part that I heard of the song that I guess that someone could probably feel some type of way about. Um, I'll say that at the end of the day, I think that I just think it's weird that they both appear to be, or I'll say this much, it appears to me that if I was DaniLeigh, I would not let this bother me for the simple fact that I know that little midget shot, I shouldn't have said that, that little man, because I heard you're not supposed to say midget, so I'll take that back. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. But that little man who she has a baby by, the baby, I'm sure he's probably sitting back feeling some type of way because it looks as though like two women, they'll twist it. I got two fighting over me. I don't know. Quite frankly, I really don't care. I don't really keep up with B. Simone like that, nor DaniLeigh. I still, will stand on what I said earlier. If I was B. Simone, um, regardless if she put a diss record out or I don't know what was said in a diss record, again, I only heard a clip, I would feel some type of way about somebody coming to my job and them pretty much choosing her over me. Girl, that's pretty much what they did. They pretty much chose DaniLeigh over. I don't know why I was holding my leg like this. They pretty much chose Perched, baby. Okay, that's that old school. The girls hold their leg, hold their kneecap like this. Okay, that's old school. Y'all don't know. Um, I would feel some type of way. Nonetheless, I would still feel some type of way. Anyways, let's get into uh, this right here. Who are we talking about? The mess. You know what? I got something to say. And this may be an unpopular opinion, but I want to say it anyways. All right. So Shaq says he won't comment on Celtic coach Ime, Nia Long's fiance. Ime Udoka scandal because he was a serial cheater himself. So this is what was basically said. While other celebrities and athletes weigh in on the Nia Long and Ime Udoka cheating scandal, NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal says he is staying quiet on the matter. During a recent episode of his podcast, The Big Podcast with Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal briefly addressed Long and Udoka's current scandal. The sports analyst made it clear that he was not going to pass any harsh criticism on the matter as that would make him a hypocrite. I'm going to step down from this conversation. I was a serial cheater. It would be crazy and blasphemous for me to get up here and say boom, boom, bam. I can't do that. I know these guys personally. I know they're going through a lot because I went through a lot. In a previous interview, Shaq admitted that he was a culprit for the demise of his marriage. He shared, I never talked about this, but I'm glad you guys asked me because I don't mind talking about this, but I was bad. She was awesome. She really was. It was all me. He continued and told the podcast host that his double life eventually caught up with him. Look, we don't need to talk about what I was doing, but I wasn't protecting her and protecting those vows. Sometimes when you live that double life, you get caught up. I'm not going to say it was her. It was all me. As you may recall, Shaquille O'Neal was married to Shawnee Henderson from 2002 until 2011. Throughout the latter part of their marriage, there were numerous rumors of him cheating. First thing I want to say is this. I completely understand Shaq not wanting to say anything, especially if he has some type of, because there's a difference there's a difference to me with knowing someone and knowing someone. Like, it's one thing when you run the same circles, and you may pass them in the hallway versus having a real personal connection with someone. I guess some people would argue regardless if you pass them in the hallway or have some type of personal connection, you're around this person. So I can understand why Shaq may not want to speak on this situation, being that he says that he personally knows these people. What did he say that? Hold up. I know these guys personally. So I'm assuming he knows Ime. Well, I cannot pronounce that. Y'all know I would tear these people names up. Nia Long's fiance. So I get it. I'm not gonna act like I don't, right? Because the last thing you want to do is say something and then, girl, now you bumping into him and now he looking at you crazy. You looking at him crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like girl, So I get it. Everybody ain't like Messy Matt. Messy Matt, he gonna talk. Messy Matt said, I don't care, right? So everybody not gonna be. Everybody not gonna be like Messy Matt. Y'all, my face just toe up because I think somebody just moved onto my hallway and they have a dog. One of the reasons why I love my hallway is that nobody on my hallway had a dog. And I just heard a dog. I heard a dog bark last week and I could tell it was somewhere over here. For those who don't know, I'm scared of dogs. Okay. Which makes me not like dogs. It's not like I just hate dogs. I'm scared of dogs, which, I don't like dogs. But it's more of me being scared of them. But anyways, I think somebody just moved over here with a dog. And I don't like it, okay? We've been fine over here for the last year. I don't have time. Anyways, with that being said, this is what I also have to say. Okay, now some people may disagree with this, and that's completely fine. Shaq was trifling back in the day. Shaq was up to no good. Shaq was in these streets, like a lot of people are, but especially like a lot of these athletes. They be in the streets. I think that, to me, Shaq would probably be one of the best people to speak on a situation like this because he has lived this experience, right? He's went through this experience. He has, messed around and cheated on his wife, cheated on his family, didn't protect his wife, which resulted in him losing his wife, losing his family unit, right? So I think that Shaq, out of a lot of people, would be a great person to come out and probably even talk to these athletes and tell them what's going to happen. This is going to happen when you mess around, okay? You say you want your family, you say you love your family, well, I'm here to tell you, this ain't nothing new underneath the sun, right? They might stick around for a little bit, right? Because there are perks that come with being, so-and-so's wife, so-and-so's wife, so-and-so's wife. But after a bit, they gonna get tired. And then you're going to be coming to this house, to this big old house by your lonesome, because her and the kids going to be gone. So I think a part of, and then on top of that, it sounds like Shaq had to go through this in order to learn his lesson. So if Shaq was to get married again, he will know. You know, he's not in. I'm sure that he's probably not on the road as much as he used to be when he was playing basketball. But he will know now what he could possibly lose if he went down that road again. And also the simple fact that I mean, girl, he didn't do it before, okay? But now he's finally deciding to protect his ex-wife, right? you know, um, he doesn't bash Shawnee. He takes accountability for the fact that he was out here throwing penis everywhere, right? He realized that he is the fault. He is the reason that his family was destroyed, right? It's not like he's Martell. It's not like he's Martell out here in these streets still blaming his ex-wife for the fact that he had a baby. Girl, I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, I think that Shaq would be a good person to talk about and let these athletes know, and hell, even probably even some of the up and coming coaches know, baby, this ain't what you want. You gonna mess around and look up, and baby, your whole family gonna be gone. And again, just because of the fact that it sounds like Shaq has changed his ways, that's why I say that. Shout out to Shaq, I guess. I mean, shout out to Shawnee. You know, Shawnee, she married. And I saw somebody say, you know, a lot of people say this. So I'm sure some of you probably think this too. You know, well, thank God Shaq not speaking out because it's really, that's what a man. Girl, no. Actually, if you really want to be, I'm now about to say something that's really about to shake the table. It would have been better if Shaq would have just straight out said that Ime was trifling and low down, and then when he loses his family, he ain't gonna like it. I think what people need to realize is that while yes, this may not be Shaq's business, ain't nothing. I'm here to tell y'all something. Ain't nothing on the Shade Room. Ain't nothing on the Neighborhood Talk. Ain't nothing on girl Hollywood Unlocked. 95% of the stuff that's on the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, Jasmine Brand, ain't none of our business. Okay? So getting online and saying, oh, well, this ain't Shaq business anyway, so I'm glad he stayed out of it. Girl, it's not your business either. But you still clicked on the Nia Long blog, girl, to see what was going on. I'm just saying. Anyways, child. Shout out to Shaq. Wendy Williams, it says, is getting much better amid recent stay at wellness facility, says source. Girl, these sources, honey. Jasmine Brand reports Wendy Williams is working on her mental health and battling a reported alcohol addiction. A source close to the former talk show host, Wendy Williams, recently shared that she is getting much better as she works on her wellness inside of a treatment facility. As previously reported, Wendy Williams checked into a rehab for a second time since 2019 following her troubled behavior due to her alleged alcohol addiction. A source said, I can tell you that she's getting much better. She's gotten much better and she's stronger. She's more understandable and She's more understandable and intelligible than she was. The source added she is still at the facility. She has not left, but she is doing very well. My finger, girl, my finger keep hitting the thing and it keeps sliding. That's why I'm getting frustrated. Let me move my finger, okay? Hold up. Last week, the media mogul's ex-husband Kevin Hunter took to Instagram Live to share his thoughts on Wendy's treatment. Kevin Hunter, 49, said that she's getting the help that she needs, and hopefully, she'll come out of this swinging. I know she's got it in her. A representative for the 58-year-old shared she is taking time to focus on her health and wellness, and as she prepares a major comeback for the next level in her career. Girl, I don't believe none of this. I'm going to go ahead and just tell y'all. Wendy, I don't know if y'all seen the pictures of Wendy. Wendy was not looking good. You're not gonna sit here and convince me that girl, she been in probably rehab or this mental health facility for 2 or 3 weeks, and now already mama is ready to kick and go back outside and girl start the mess. No, I don't believe it. I just don't. I don't believe it. And y'all know I love me some Wendy Williams, but I don't believe it. They're gonna have to show me a picture. And if Wendy is still looking dazed and confused, like she don't know what year it is, girl, Wendy be looking like she don't know what year it is, honey. Do you hear me? Wendy, you ask Wendy what year it is, she gonna say 1982. Girl, no, mama. Mom, you about 30, 40 years off. What, 1992, 02, 30? You about 30 years off. What, you about 30, wait, 92, 02, 12. Girl, you about 40 years off. Okay? Anyways, Real Housewives of Atlanta entire cast is returning, adding one new person to series. So the Real Housewives season 14 has wrapped, and fans can expect to see familiar peach holders and one new face as season 15 begins. B. Scott reported. Girl, if B. Scott said it, that means that Kenya told him. Kenya already let us know, girl. B. Scott said that I probably told him. That's about everybody else, girl, no. B. Scott, I probably told my sister, girl, what was tea. Candy Burris, Kenya Moore, Marlo Hampton, Sheree Whitfield, Drew Sidora, and Sonia Richards-Ross will be returning for season 15 of the Bravo series. Janelle Stevens, owner of the beauty company Camille Rose Naturals, has also been invited to join the ladies. According to @BET, Janelle Stevens founded her business to treat the serious skin conditions that affected her children. The business venture kicked off in 2010 when the former therapist and mother of 5 found herself, she got 5 children, damn, appalled by the list of substances in skin and hair care products for kids. 11 years later, her beauty line is said to be a household name. While some fans were seemingly hoping for NeNe Leakes and Portia Williams to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it doesn't look like their wishes will be granted anytime soon. NeNe Leakes announced her exit from the Real Housewives of Atlanta in September 2020 after 10 seasons, but we already know, girl. Listen, I'm okay. I told you I'm okay with this cast. I mean, girl, I'm okay with the girls returning. I would rather them get to a point where, girl, these girls build some type of foundation. Like there's a foundation, there's a friend group, right? Instead of always kicking girls out and bringing new girls in, I think that I just want it to be just this core group of girls. If Candy was to leave next year, okay, girl, bring a new girl in. But just to like if Sonya decided to leave, okay, girl, bring a new girl in. But I think it should just be this group of girls. Bring a new girl in, bring a couple of friends, and it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and say something. I would love for NeNe to come back. I do. But I think a lot of y'all keep forgetting. Yeah, I could see Portia coming back. I'm sure Portia probably doing some probably trying to work a deal with Portia. Portia probably want all the money, and they're not giving Portia all the money. She could have had all the money. If NeNe came back, I would be completely surprised. When I say I would really be surprised if NeNe stepped back on Bravo TV screen, girl. I just don't see it happening because, I don't think y'all remember the mess that NeNe kicked up. I'm not saying that NeNe wasn't telling the truth in some of the things that she said, but y'all don't remember what happened just a few months ago. NeNe went over. NeNe just didn't sue, right? Girl, NeNe sued and talked about the people publicly. Girl, Andy included. Y'all don't remember? So I think it's weird. Like, again, if NeNe came back, I'm down for NeNe coming back. I don't see it happening. Do I see Portia returning? Yes, I do. I definitely think Portia is going to be back next season. Do I want Portia to come back? I don't know. I don't like the fact that Portia is so violent. I don't. And yes, she's violent. Anybody who throws plates across a room, you can't say nothing else to me. Y'all could never get in my comment section and try to defend Portia in her violence. You can't. It's one thing for you to get into one tussle, right? You lose control, pull a hair. Okay. There's another thing. Now you chasing somebody down an alleyway. Now you standing over Cynthia. Now you throwing plates across the room. You're picking up equipment. Girl, at this one, girl, we just have to call a thing a thing. Girl. You might get one and done. Like I said, girl, everybody lose control. Sometimes you might pop a hoe, right? You know what I'm saying? But girl, when we have to, like, okay, girl, you can't come back, girl, because you like to fight too much. Too much, girl. I think Portia will be good on Love and Hip Hop. Um, I don't know, girl. At this point, girl, it is what it is. I'm still gonna watch. Um, the truth of the matter is, while the ratings have went down, I said this the other day and I'll say it again. The ratings will never be what they used to be. Real Housewives of Atlanta will never bring in that 3 million, 4 million viewer, right? It just isn't. That was around. That was around a time where I think reality TV kind of still was not necessarily new, but it wasn't. Now we know why it's reality TV is very much so produced. So, and everybody has a reality TV show. So it's kind of like lost its magic. So it's just kind of like, oh, girl, here go a reality TV show. Again, even when Nene and Portia were on the show last season, the season before last, they were not hitting 3 million, 4 million, ratings. So those days are long gone. Again, I said this the other day. I had a 2-hour live. I know some people don't like to watch 2-hour lives. I do think that something needs to happen. While I appreciate the current cast, they need to do something. While I love the fact that Kenya was able to show a different side of her on the show, it's sad to say that the only way, like Marlo's not capable of carrying the show. Marlo's not a good villain. Kenya is a good villain. But I know Kenya doesn't want to go back to that villain role. But I feel like that will be the only way that if the girls were to beef, that it will be a little bit more organic, right? And it will make more sense. Again, the beef, the stuff that Marlo was saying this season, it didn't make sense. Girl, you just coming after Candy just to come after Candy. You just saying stuff about Kenya just to say stuff about Kenya. You saying Kenya not sick, right? I think she lied about being sick. And Kenya literally sitting there coughing right in y'all faces. She sound, girl, a mess. So it's stuff like that where it's like, girl, get Marlo. Girl, Marlo just needs to be like a housewife, but not like a housewife that tries to carry the scenes. She's not good at it. I think that Candy is going to have to step up to the plate. We need red hair Candy to come back. The Candy who was about to, girl, tussle at the Intercontinental Hotel in Buckhead. That's the Candy we need. Okay. We need the Candy who you claim if they go low, you going lower. Like, girl, that's the Candy we need season 15. Ralph and Drew, we already know, girl, they're going to give us very much, girl. I think Ralph is crazy in real life. I do. I'm here for Sonya. I know a lot of y'all don't like Sonya. I like Sonya. I think Sonya is a great addition. Sorry. Sheree, oh, God, I forgot about Sheree. I'm going to need Sheree to do a better job at her job. It does not make sense that Sheree is an OG. And to me, the way Sheree moved in season 14 was that of a newbie. To me, Sonya did a better job than Sheree. Sheree has been on. Sheree knows how this works. You know what I'm saying? Sheree was all over the place. Anyways, I'm still gonna watch season 15. I'm here for it. Again, I do believe that they need to bring. If they do bring Portia back, I will go ahead and just bring Fallon back. As a friend, I would. I would. I mean, girl, at this point, it's kind of like, girl, Fallon is a mess. Fallon is bored. I'm going to be, Fallon didn't really do it for me. Y'all went up for Fallon because Fallon is a pretty girl. That's how I know a lot of y'all. Let me shut up. I'm gonna stop saying y'all because some of y'all get mad when I say y'all, even though girl, I say y'all all the time. And if you're not part of y'all, then you shouldn't have nothing to worry about. But I feel like a lot of people went up for Fallon because she was the pretty girl. Because other than that, Fallon didn't bring nothing to the season when she was on there. But I mean, you know, if we really want to get the mess popping and Portia come back, go ahead and bring Fallon back and bring her baby daddy. Let's get it popping. And while we at it, girl, go ahead and bring Phaedra back as a friend. I feel like if they really want to get it popping, bring Phaedra and Portia back in Fallon. Ugh, I do not want Portia on my TV screen. But I mean, girl, if we really gonna go down, if y'all trying to get the ratings up, bring back Portia, Phaedra, and Fallon. We got it. Tell me season 15 wouldn't, that season 15 would be a hot mess. If Portia, Phaedra, and Fallon came back, Fallon would be a friend. Portia would probably be a housewife. Phaedra could come back as a friend. See, I'm trying to step outside of the fact that I don't too much care for Portia and Phaedra to say what would be best for the show. A part of me feels like you should not be allowed to have access to one of the biggest reality shows on TV when you do grimy stuff like Portia and Phaedra did to Candy. You shouldn't be allowed to come back. But a part of me also feels like, girl, you forgave Portia. So, girl, why you ain't forgave Phaedra? Because she didn't apologize. If they want a good season 15, if they want a great season 15, they would need to bring back Portia and Phaedra and Fallon. Maybe even Eva. I don't want Eva as a housewife. I think Eva would be a great friend of the show. They could literally, and you know what? I just changed my. They ain't got to bring back Phaedra. They could literally bring back Portia, Fallon, and Eva. Because baby, if Portia pop up, you know Kenya going to grab Fallon. Girl, let me tell you something right now, girl. If once Portia hit that scene and Kenya know that they filming, baby, Kenya, she going to grab Fallon. Girl, she grabbing Fallon, okay? And then they could bring Eva for Marlo. As long as Eva ain't pregnant. Girl. And then we know Eva and Portia, they probably gonna get into it. Girl, I think I just got the season 15. They need to bring Eva. They need to bring Eva back. They need to bring Fallon back. Portia, boom, we done. We got season 15. There goes season 15 right there, y'all. That's season 15. I just did it that fast. Bring back all the girls. Go get Portia. Don't give her a peach. Give her $1 million. Don't give her no more than that because she should have stayed. Girl, go get Fallon. Kenya gonna go snatch Fallon up. And then go get Eva and make Eva a friend. And we good. There we go. That's season 15. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.